Hello, it's good to see you. Today we have some items from Aldi that I purchased yesterday. A lot of people have asked me to do another one of these videos where we go through and look at everything, so we're going to do that. If you hear a dove outside of my room here, I just put out some bird seed, and there are these doves out there. And every time I refill the bird feeders, they get really excited, and there's a lot of cooing that goes on out there, and they've been doing it all morning. So anyway, if you hear doves, that's why. There's one. I don't know if you can hear that, but anyway, I have not been to Aldi in several weeks because my local Aldi is closed for remodeling. But I was really starting to run low on stuff that I buy there and that I prefer to buy there. So I actually had to go out of town yesterday to go to Aldi, and I did that. And everything I have here is from that shopping trip. Now, of course, this isn't everything I bought. Some of the stuff is in the refrigerator, some meats and cheeses and juices and things like that. But what we have today are the other items. I did grab a couple of things out of the crisper that I wanted to show you, and then I'm going to stick them back in there. So I'm going to show you the noisy things first. Try to get those out of the way before we get into, we get too far into it. I don't want a super loud crinkle right, at the end. A lot of people don't like that. I wouldn't like it either. And the first item I have here, these are tomatoes on the vine. Now these of course are not going to be as good as homegrown tomatoes or something you might grow yourself or get at the farmer's market. But I get 5 tomatoes in here, and this was $1.89. And you can see that they're still on the vine, like the bag says, tomatoes on the vine. And they're not bad. I've bought these before. I like to use them in salads and sandwiches and things like that. So I grabbed a bag of these. And they're from Red Sun. They have other Red Sun items at Aldi. That was one thing I got. And the other noisy thing, one noisy thing is my neighbor. He's hammering something out there. I think they're actually building an ark in their backyard. Long story. If you're familiar with my neighbors, there's always something going on. He's been sawing and hammering over there for several days, and I'm not really sure what he's building, but it's really abstract looking, and I'm just going to say it's an ark because I don't know what it is. The next item, this is so noisy. This item is really popular around here. These are Big Dippers tortilla chips, and they're really good. And you can get a bag of these at our local Aldi for $1.29. It is a 10-ounce bag, and I actually ran out and had to go to Harris Teeter and get some Tostitos scoops. They were $3.89 for a bag this size, and they weren't as good as these. I tried them, and they're just not as good. These actually, to me, taste better. So I was glad to get these. And again, the brand is Clancy's, which is a brand name that you see a lot at Aldi. So we eat quite a lot of those. So we'll put that over there. And oh, these are good. We have blueberries. These are from Cottle Farms. And the price of the blueberries varies throughout the year. Sometimes they're really cheap, sometimes they're really expensive. Well, for Aldi, they're expensive. I think these were only $1.99. Oh, look at these pretty blueberries. I love blueberries. I kind of hid these in the crisper back under some stuff. I wanted to get a chance to eat some before my kids found them, because once my kids find them, they'll all get gone. So I think it was $1.99. It is 1 U.S. dry pint. So you can see it's quite a few, and they're pretty good size blueberries, and they're really good. So $2 for that is a really good deal, especially compared to any of the grocery stores around here. I mean, a container like that could easily be $4 for that many blueberries. And this also came out of the crisper. I'm going to put it back. This is iceberg lettuce by Dole, and they have these. I think they were 79 cents for this. And I buy about one of these a week, and we use it for, you know, just all different types of things. Sometimes instead of this, I'll get romaine lettuce. It really just depends on the mood I'm in. Whatever, you know, I don't know. I change all the time what I decide to get, but I just decided to go with iceberg lettuce this time. And it's a nice, I mean, it's a good size. You know, sometimes when you get a head of lettuce, it's quite a bit smaller. But I thought this was a pretty good size head of lettuce for 99 cents. Was it 99? It was either 99 or 79. I can't remember. I don't have my receipt in front of me. And of course, we have Lovin Fresh Classic White Bread. I meant to mention this at the beginning. I'm not going to allow comments on these videos anymore because of people criticizing the things that I purchased to eat. I saw the bread and it reminded me, someone actually sent me an epistle on the you know, how bad I am for buying this and giving it to my kids. We're just not going to comment on these videos anymore. But I wanted to make this video and show you my stuff because so many people wanted to see it. Now I'll tell you, honestly, in a given week, sometimes we don't even touch the bread. Other weeks we do have some, but it's 85 cents a loaf, and I always like to have a loaf of fresh bread just in case we want to have a sandwich or something. We actually don't eat that much bread, but I like to always have a fresh loaf handy, and I keep leftover bread in the freezer if we want to make French toast or anything like that. I keep it in the freezer so we can have it later. But this is 1 pound, 4 ounces of sliced, just regular white bread, and it's pretty good. And one thing I like about this bread is that it comes in a very nice thick bag. A lot of store brand bread comes in very thin plastic that tears very easily. In fact, I've had it happen before where I get the bag home and then discover that it had a tear in it. And it must have been there for quite a while because the bread right around the tear was all stale and hard. You know, so, but these loaves of bread have nice thick plastic bags. So, that's awesome. Well, I'm all set though. If the great flood comes, all I have to do is go next door. Hopefully he'll be done by then. If you hear a table saw start up, I'm sorry. I've waited all morning for him to stop his construction project, but he's still hammering on something over there. And he's been cussing a lot, and it's Sunday, and it's making me uncomfortable because you don't normally hear that on Sundays. He's very unhappy about something. I'm not sure what. So we have Appleton Farms bacon. Now this is pre-cooked bacon, and I keep this around. Again, I use this for sandwiches or recipes that call for bacon. Sometimes I'll scramble eggs and crumble some bacon into that. It's actually pretty good. This is a 2.1 ounce package, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's actually, I think it's 12. Yeah, it's 12 slices of bacon in here. And it is good in a salad. If you've never tried bacon, like real bacon in a salad, it's pretty good. This was, I think these are $2.49 for the package like this. I got 2. I usually buy these 2 or 3 at a time, and sometimes the bacon comes in a Ziploc bag that you can reseal, but of course after you open it you want to put it in the refrigerator. You don't leave it out once it's been opened. But I do like the resealable bag because when it doesn't come with that, I have to put it in a Ziploc bag or wrap it in plastic wrap or something. So I do like it. It's good. Honestly, the Oscar Mayer pre-cooked bacon is a bit better, but it's also about twice as expensive, so it's good enough. And I did get hot dog buns, and they had Nathan's hot dogs on sale. I think they were $3 a pack, so I got 2 packs of those because we really like Nathan's hot dogs. We like Hebrew National also, but they had Nathan's at Aldi. I think they were $3 or $2.99 per pack. So I got a couple of those, and I just grabbed a bag of the Lovin Fresh hot dog buns. And you get 8 in here, you see. And again, just like the bread, these come in a really nice thick plastic bag that doesn't tear as easily. So it's It's a nice added feature. And then you have the little twist top here, holds it closed. And it has the little Lovin Fresh label along the edges of the plastic there. So we can have hot dogs one night. Oh, and my older son asked me to get these. He likes croissants and wanted to have some mini croissants this week, just with meals or whatever. So you get this 12-count plastic container from Village Bakery of mini croissants, and you can see how big they are. I mean, they're big enough to me. I mean, that's a good, I wouldn't say that's a mini croissant. I mean, it looks, to me, that's a pretty good sized croissant, in my opinion, but they said it was a mini croissant, so I don't know. So you get a 12-count of these. Use or freeze by July 27th. They won't make it that long. They'll be gone in like 3 days at the most. So they come in this nice plastic, like a clamshell case. Fully recyclable. It will go in my recycle bin, of course. My recycle bin fills up faster than my regular trash. So these are for him. I might eat one, maybe. But it's so rare that he asks for specific stuff, so I thought I would get it. And I think one night we're going to do some tacos. So I got a pack of these Pueblo Lindo flour tortillas, and they're really good. These are actually very yummy tortillas, and they're gigantic. Look how big these things are. They're enormous. They're wonderful if you're making burritos or just a gigantic soft taco. Let me see. This is a 20-ounce bag, and it is resealable. You pull this perforated piece down here. You pull it off, and then you can open up the Ziploc part, which is right here. And you get 8 in here. And I think they were $1.29. They're really inexpensive, but they're very good. I mean, I think they're wonderful. And let's see, we have a few more things. I actually didn't buy much. I was surprised. But a lot of stuff I bought is in the refrigerator or freezer. So this one's a little bit noisy. Here we have Clementines. These are Clem Gems. Now this is, I think it's a 3-pound bag. Yep, 3 pounds of Clementines in this red mesh container. Easy peeling Clementines. And both of my kids love these. These will all get gone by the end of the week. No problem. So you see, you get quite a few in there in that 3-pound bag. And I think these were about $3, maybe a little bit more. But that's always a nice snack they like to have as something to have in the afternoon or something. And then my favorite, we have the Southern Grove mixed nuts. And it comes in this little can here. It's 14.75 ounces. It contains cashews, peanuts, almonds, Brazil nuts, pecans, and I think that's it. Yeah, peanuts, almonds, cashews, Brazil nuts, and pecans. That's it. That's what, because it says here, and then it has sea salt. Salted with sea salt, less than 50% peanuts. I like them so much, I like 2. And as I have said before, I buy these to take to work to keep me from raiding either the vending machine downstairs or the restaurant on the ground floor. Both of which I'm tempted to do if I don't have some sort of snack available. And I always take my lunch every day. But not over in the afternoon. I get to where I want a snack. So you have this top, like you remove the plastic. You have this metal pull tab. It's loud, I'm not going to do it, but you pull it back, just like the old Pop-Top soda cans, if you remember those. It's the same basic concept, and it pulls back very easily. And then you have the mixed nuts in there. There's not a springy snake in there, or there better not be, or I'm going to return it for my money back. They have a double your money back guarantee on this stuff. Where is it? You have a double guarantee on most Aldi products. I don't know if you know that, but if you ever try anything at Aldi and you don't like it, return it. They will give your money back, and they will replace the item. They replace the product and refund your money if you don't like it. Because I have done that before. Well, most of the stuff I take back because there was something wrong with it. Either it had gone bad, or I actually bought some cat food there one time, and it opened and it was clearly it had gone very bad, and I took it all back, and they gave me all my money back and replaced all of it. So it was really cool. They gave me all new cans, and I got all my money back. So it was really nice. Okay, and then I got these. I got 5 of these initially, but we used one of them last night. This is Casa Mamita taco seasoning mix, and I like the one that has the 25% less sodium. Not so much because I'm concerned about the sodium, but because it tastes just a little bit different, and I actually like it better. I like the taste better. And they have these on sale, but normally when I get them, I'll get 4 or 5 at a time. And this, to me, is my favorite taco seasoning. I like it better than any of the brand name taco seasonings I've ever tried. They had these on sale for 20 cents a pack, so I got 5 of them, and like I said, we used one last night. We had beefy nachos last night, and I used this to season the beef with. So it's a nice little crinkle to it. So I have these left. 1, 2, 3, 4. So then I will stick these up in the cabinet, and I will have enough to last me quite a while. So that is all the food stuff that I have out. I have one more thing that they had up at the register that I thought was really cool, and I had to share. If you have an Aldi near you, they might have them in your store. It's a quarter keeper. Look, it's a little, and I know there are people on Etsy who make Aldi quarter keepers, but this one, it comes on a little clip, like you could clip it to your belt loop or your purse or key ring or whatever, and it looks like a little shopping cart. And on this side, it has the little Aldi symbol, and it looks like one of their little carts. And then this part back here is where the quarter goes. It's new, so it's kind of stiff, but you can kind of open it up like that and then wedge your quarter down in there. It actually looks kind of small, but you put your little quarter in there, and that way you will always have a quarter handy for your cart. I'm actually thinking about clipping this to my key ring, because I can't tell you the times I have walked into Aldi and forgot and left. I usually just leave my purse in the trunk, and I pay with my debit card, so I don't have any cash with me, and I have to go back out to the car and look for a quarter. So I've done that so many times. You'd think by now I would remember, but no. These were only 99 cents for these little cute little quarter keepers. They had them in different designs. They had some that looked like little soccer balls or basketballs. I just like the one that looked like the little cart. I thought that one was cool. And it feels like it's made out of some kind of vinyl or something. And it's stitched. It has stitching all around it. I think it's probably pretty durable. But yeah, I saw these up they had them right up by the register, up there where they have gum and stuff like that, little snack bars. They had them sitting up there in this little display case. So if you have been looking for a quarter keeper like this, if you check your local Aldi, they may have them. I can't promise you that, but the one I went to had these, so I thought they were really cute. So I'm looking forward to trying that out. Anyway, that is basically it. I didn't have as much as I thought I would have, but again, like I said, a lot of it is already in the freezer and the refrigerator, so and it's like fresh meat or frozen stuff, and I wanted to leave it in there. So anyway, those are all my items from my most recent Aldi trip. Hopefully my local Aldi will open back up soon. As you may know, in a lot of parts of the United States, they're remodeling a lot of the Aldis, and they finally got to mine. I was kind of hoping they wouldn't do it, because honestly, I don't like the new layout after they remodel. The one I went to yesterday has been remodeled, and it's taken me a while to get used to. I don't know where anything is anymore. I go in there and I can't find stuff. I'm sure I'll get used to it, but I was kind of hoping they would hold off on remodeling mine, but they're doing it anyway. So hopefully they will reopen soon. I don't know when they're going to reopen, but in the meantime, I'll just have to go out of town to go. There is another Aldi in my town. We have two, but honestly, I don't like the other one. It's not in a great part of town, and I don't know. The parking is bad, and it's just not easy to get there from here, and I'd rather go. The one I went to is not that much farther anyway, so I guess it was worth it. But anyway, for those of you who wanted to see another Aldi haul, this is all my stuff. Of course, you can't see what I'm gesturing to, but it's here. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.